pipe Doom, just buff up this Luna. She's gonna have Empower on top of it. You have double sustained supports. Like, you can just go push these objectives really early, right? I feel like you create a situation where maybe Secret will lack damage fighting into them. I think it's an option. I don't know how good it is in the meta. Obviously, Steve with it, they've seen these different item builds go to work. And this lane is very strong.
Yeah, Luna Train Protector is not a lane I ever want to match up against.
No. Train Protector wins lane because he has 92 base damage. Throw some extra Luna Aura on top of that in the later points. It's playing nasty, but hey, 3v2, it's unfair.
Yeah, exactly. Give the numbers advantage, and that makes things pretty different.
And that's a very early TP, right? That is a level 1 TP. Puppey, just to swing this lane and leave Crystallis alone bottom. Does get some regen burn, but he's alive, so I guess worth it.
And if there's any hero that you can leave alive in that kind of situation, definitely the Morph lane.
I mean, Panda's just not an offlaner you want to have lose XP or get all his regen burn and fall behind.
Yeah.
It feels so bad to have a sacked Panda.
And it feels so good to get like level 6 before the enemy gets, you know, to a point where they can go jungle. It kind of guarantees you can use that first primal split to get a kill on the carry.
If Boom gets the primal split kill on Raven, he's going to have a great game. This is a great primal split game. A lot to dispel here. You can toss the Luna. There's not a lot of damage that comes outside the mag and the Luna in this game. Maybe a clutch Doom.
I always find this interaction pretty funny. Magnus versus Primal Beast. We'll probably see at least one point in time where Mid-1 pops Trample when Abed goes for the skewer on him. And then he obviously is moving the Primal Beast a bunch right next to him. Just takes a ton of damage in return.
It'll happen. But generally, I think Mag is... I don't want to say he's happy in this matchup, but I think he doesn't care about it.
Yeah.
Like, Mag gets a generally free lane, gets to play his Isle of Dota, gets the farm up, and then he just hits really damn hard.
Too bad.
He can take the team fights to the Primal. So if you're confident in your Mag strategy, I don't think you care about this Primal matchup.
Sure. Yeah, I would agree with that. The one thing we did talk about for, you know, all three of these games of Blacklist was their strategy. Their draft has been maybe a bit lacking in team fight. Do you feel like they have better team fights than Secret in this game?
Their 5-man is way stronger than those other games. So they changed direction for sure. Like those other games we saw, they had like clockwork supports, right?
Yeah.
These pick-off-oriented lineups that were supposed to play around Abed and control the map. They went for the Pugna tree. This is much more 5-man oriented. Like, this is something you'd see out of like Gaiman that they played earlier. And I think that's a better direction to go in the patch in general. It doesn't mean you have to way overdo it or that's all you can do. But like, I'd rather see Pugna tree on my team than clock +1, you know? I just feel like my opportunity to win the game goes up because it's more forgiving in the 5-man strong.
I'll take that.
And I feel like my carry's happier. Like, Raven should be way happier in this game. He has a Pugna behind him to help him. He has a Pugna ward to fight around. He has Overgrowth to bail out the BKB man fighting. Tree and Armor to buff up the Luna. Empower to buff up the Luna. There's so much they can use to just make this Luna as strong as possible. It's a big part of Dota, is who you're playing through, what's your win condition, how do you get there. This type of draft is a lot more straightforward in my mind.
There it is. Trample doing a bunch of damage back. Mid-1. The Onslaught to be able to get to the rune. That rotation's again coming through. Tim's going to be a bit late to the party, so a 2 versus 3 is going to keep commencing here. As blast after blast is not slowing down Secret. They want to be able to hunt down the rest of these heroes. Tims does have a Lotus though, and he can turn back around against these heroes with the Nether Ward trying to protect him. Tims, he'll tick out. The burn from the Panda was too much, and Carlo not going to be able to do anything to stop Puppey from running away. So they are built this entire lineup to be able to play around and through this Luna, but the laning phase is punishing so far with the Furion rotations coming out from Puppey.
Yeah, Puppey's done a really nice job just skewing this lane in Boom's favor, and it'll push him to top on the net worth after all these kills. He's got earn charges to boot. This is just a blight over Furion getting the job done. Maybe Blacklist not ready to respond to this lane, but it's like, where else is he going to go, right? Another skewer, trample.
And this time using the shockwave to stop the charge away from Mid-1. The smart little wrinkle in that game plan.
Dyer's doing that glowing.
And again, here comes that Furion. And this time around, Tim's isn't going to be able to even TP in, so it is a guaranteed bad fight for Blacklist.
Puppy he's just getting a feeding frenzy up here, and Crystallis is not really suffering bottom as mid one makes a rotation, gets him an extra kill, but he was doing fine down here. He's second in net worth, second in CS on this laning phase on a Morphling who's basically just been left down here solo. The strength of this Morph pick is showing as Blacklist have been unable to pressure Crystallis while at the same time Raven is getting the treatment. I mean, Raven is not level 4 while Crystallis is 5.5. That tells you the difference. And we were talking about Boom getting to 6 before Raven. I mean, it's guaranteed at this point.
Yeah.
So these Furion rotations have paid off for sure in the early game. Putting Secret in a solid position.
And how do you put yourself on even ground if you're Blacklist? You ask for a Magnus rotation? A Doom rotation? Like, those are heroes that are not naturally going to fill that role to try and counteract what the Primal Beast is doing.
Hobbit got a haste, so maybe that'll make it happen.
Yeah, maybe.
Top.
TP coming in. Boom, not quite level 6. The Furion is going to TP in and help finish off Raven. So even though they have this great setup from Abed, they may not have any damage to really do much more than kill Yamich. Great head RP, but a one-hero kill.
That's probably like the saddest 3-man RP you'll see in a long time.
Yeah.
It does get the kill for Abed, so he's not too sad about it. But again, Raven dies, right? Now this is where you can get the turnaround. This is what this matchup is designed to do. Just punish Crystallis for lingering in this Doom matchup. That's a big kill for Blacklist. Really big kill. Because now you alleviate some of the pressure from Raven's game. Because he definitely feels like he's falling behind. He's not even 4.5 on his Luna, man. It's brutal out here.
And some of his comeback mechanism was going to be stacks.
He's a Wisdom Rune.
Yeah.
In fact, they took it, so it went to... Wait, who even got
They get
it?
double Wisdom Runes for the Furion?
Tim's got it, but Tim's is level 3. The levels are just missing for Blacklist right now. They are very far behind in XP.
Radiant are scanning.
The new Doom has got to be more effective against Morph, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Stopping the heal factor is
It's like
really
an
nasty
auto
against
kill,
that hero,
basically.
right?
You have to go Lincolns in this matchup. You have to probably play with saves. You can bail him out. Stalls will make the rotation.
Yeah, another gate rotation from these Western European carries. Grabs, good interrupt there from the Lucent Beam.
Random beam from the level 4 jungle Luna.
Yeah, what is he doing there?
Everyone's like, what the hell, man? Raven's game is... Now he can catch up.
Abed is getting something done with this space. He's trying to chop down that mid-tier 1 tower. That'll help boost him to Blink Dagger.
Yeah, that's the upside for Blacklist here. Their 2 other cores are having a pretty solid game. Both the Mag and the Doom, especially Abed leading 60.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
He's free farming. So he's going to rush this Blink, try and get some play action happening. Enable the kind of like clunky healer supports. The big question is, can you force the fights into Secret when like you have the Furion who can respond globally? You have this Primal split, which, you know, we're talking about Boom using the Primal to kill Raven. Raven's the jungle, so you can just hold this Primal split and play reactionary.
He's trying to make this kill happen without Doom being up
in
yet?
5.
Up in 5? Okay.
This is a pretty good move. Again,
yeah, skewer him into it or just RP him. And
it's a freebie every time.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to keep connecting. Off cooldown, you can just keep killing this Morphling. That's where the Doom pick's going to shine. And he will go Vanguard into the Midas here. Maybe Gabbi debating just going Midas as well. I'd still like to see maybe one or... Like, I think the Aura build on Doom could still be very good this game. Maybe it's less appealing with the start Ravens had, because he's going to have to catch up. So you got to be thinking about what your timings are, how you're going to... and what you want to do with it. And if you're Secret, honestly, I mean, you invested a lot to give Boom a great start on the Panda. I think you want to start to pay it back at some point. You have full Vessel, so you want to fight. You want to be getting kills. You want to be using this ult right now.
Yeah, but some Pandas just like to keep farming and play for a level 2 ultimate with Radiance, which may be what Boom decides to do here.
I don't think you rush Vessel here.
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
You go Midas or you rush Radiance or whatever, but you get the Vessel, you want to get the fight around the mid-tier 1. You want to backstab, bring other heroes, use the Furion ult with the connection on Puppy. use these ults to just shred these low-level supports right now. We still do not have Life Drain or Overgrowth online for Blacklist, so this mid fight should be free for Secret in terms of spell power.
Does have a Quelling Blade, but a really good Sprout from Puppey puts it fully in front of him. No way to cut his way out.
And that's a big kill.
Serves you
Two
right.
Vessel charges for Boom off that. Reward that rotation. This should be a tier 1 mid. I do not see Blacklist defending this. Maybe with a blink on Abed, but even then, what's your damage follow-up?
Yeah. You'd have to get him all the way underneath the tier 2 tower or something.
Dire's middle tower looks to be
You know,
disintegrating.
3-man RP into 3-man Pugna Blast.
Level 2 Pugna Blast.
It's not looking great. We'll see what they try and do. It is an option, but
Tower is under attack.
might be tough. Pop it around the area.
Nims is himself out there as bait.
Yeah, that was bold, honestly. That was very bold. Like,
Bait retrieved.
there is no way I see Pugna there, and I do not chase that to the end of the year. Because you know they're not going to fight
Tower
you.
is under attack.
So, Burn Charge will pay off for Boom. He takes the tower. Pretty decent payback from the Panda here. Blacklist just
Dire's
farming.
middle tower is falling.
They did end up rushing the Midas on Gabbi, so they're going to play the long game. It's going to be Midas, Octarine, BKB Doom. Going to try and scale. Just out carry this Morphling who's up against a tough battle.
I mean, if he can pick up the right neutral ability and consistently break through that link, and having Doom up all the time in his Morphling, he's going to be super effective. It's just whether or not he can consistently get us off.
I agree. I mean, I don't think this route is a invalid route to take at all. I think it can be very strong in this game. He did get caught bottom, trying to TP mid, but mid one found him, and the Doom went off, but too little, too late.
Yeah, that's actually doubly bad, because now the Doom is no longer there to threaten Crystallis, which he doesn't really die any other way.
This will open up some space for Secret to get aggressive if they want. Now, Primal Split is on cooldown, but Boom also went back for the Might. So Boom's going to match Doom here. I mean, look at how far this Panda is, dude. So, I don't want to say it's out of control, but a little out of control here. 5-1. He's 1,000 ahead of a Midas Devour Doom, who got Morphling kills. Ridiculous. Now, the levels are still suffering a bit, because a lot of that was like Puppey rotating in early and stuff, right? So he's level 9. You want to get to this level 2 ultimate at a fairly good time if you can. That's maybe the only thing missing here. But man, tremendous start for Boom after a pretty damn good game 1. His redemption arc.
Yeah, what'd you make of Boom and his off-lane performance this season so far?
I mean, it's definitely getting better, right? Like, that's all you really want. If you're investing in a player and you're willing to play with them long term, you just want to see the improvement.
Well, that's a pickoff. They may be punished for it, though. Boom's going to come on over here. Doesn't have his ultimate, but they are going to be able to stop the Raven TP away. And frankly, they don't need the ultimate with Boom rocking the kind of damage he has right now.
That was a very heads-up TP out, though. Surprised they did that fast. They knew that rotation was coming. Abed continues his TP out streak. I think it's just hard to kill, dude. I don't know. Like, he knows the second these fights are going bad, it's out of there. That's a Shield Rune Blade Mail Primal Beast.
You're not touching that Scaly boy.
Puppey's just TPing in the triangle here. God damn, that was aggressive.
Yeah, one really bad note for Raven is this triangle is continually occupied. I think at some point in time, pretty sure mid one took a hard camp stack. Abed is clearing out the Ancients regularly, but sometimes that's being blocked up or interrupted.
Yeah, Puppey's blocked some of these camps with body, with essentially his Ansem tree. Another smoke on the Panda right now.
Radiant, I
For
scanned it for
Raven,
enemies.
again, this would be a 4th death for the Luna. Minutes.
And it's pretty much guaranteed at this point. Smoke breaks, they know he's somewhere in here. And the TP is not even worth completing.
Yeah, that. There's no helping this man. Just gotta keep farming.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they are finding net worth, right?
Keep farming on every hero that is not Luna.
Just doesn't. It doesn't feel good to
Dire's
play
top
this
tower
react.
is about to be
Just want to get at least like
Radiant's
1-2
top
fight in there
rubble.
somewhere and get some momentum.
It does seem like Secret have made really good reads on the hero that Blacklist is relying on. They have just identified one hero and just shut it down, right? The Slardar in game 1. This one, the Luna. Just like, yeah, there's going to be one person who just doesn't have a game.
It's a nice way to play if the draft's dependent on it. Both of these for Blacklist kind of have. That game 1, they needed the starter for initiation. Game 2, it's a ball lineup centered around your Luna who brings it all together. If the Luna's timings are slowed down, then everything's slowed down. And even at your tier 3, you're not safe. You get swapped out of your base.
His
And
top tower is about to be raised.
It's actually, that image right there is so perfect. Carlo dying again, but at the same time, Doom has completed his Octarine.
Gabbi's farming.
The story of the game right now. They are farming on 2 cores. Whether or not those cores will be capable of stopping a 5-man secret, that is all very.
And look at this ward mid. This is a great ward for secret, but
oh, got the blink first. RP and Doom both being used on the Brewmaster, who is a massive threat now. He does have his wind form, so he's a little bit difficult to bring down, but Raven is here to collect, and they'll be able to get Yamich there as well. So Secret finally getting a little bit too aggressive with their force swaps underneath like tier 3s, tier 2s.
That's just a big play from Abed. Linked out of the Venge stun coming on off that ward. That was a great ward from Secret. Like, that's a very different fight. If Abed gets stunned, you're going to get the split off instead. He gets doomed. It cost Tim's a buyback, but I mean, whatever, right? And you get the D ward because Abed pings it out. It's just all raw skill right there. Big turnaround.
Frankly, I feel like Tim's buyback was important just to get experience. Oh, we know he's level 8. When did he get those levels?
He's been split pushing, ricing it up a bit. But he's not too far behind. Abed top again.
Skewers through. Rodabeto's going to catch him. Oh, okay. That shockwave helps delay the initiation for mid 1, but they'll catch him eventually.
Well, the skewer, but it doesn't have a skewer. Yeah, DD from mid 1 helps secure that as well. And map control continues for Secret. They're not building in that worth lead though, right? Because of this Midas Octarine Doom, who has yet to really join a fight. Accelerating the levels in the gold, almost level 14. We saw this in the game earlier from Gabbi with this dude, but I feel like he never found the footing in the fight. So that's my big question. Can he find that? Not too fast. I mean, Secret are just playing really aggressive. They are entering your base at 17.5 minutes here with a Morphling.
Yeah, they're like, congrats, you used RP Doom to kill Brewmaster.
Yeah, they're basically saying your lineup is so damn slow that if Abed's not alive, we don't care. And they're bringing the heat. That is a power down, a glyph taken. Just gonna back off. Still closing in on this Radiance for Boom, who's still top of the net worth.
They don't even really sacrifice much map control either because they have a Furion. They just need to clean up bottom lane a little bit.
Respect Abed, though. This RP is back up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still very strong in it. If you get stuck in a bad RP fight,
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Blacklist get to clean up.
Yeah, as long as it's not multiple heroes. If they lose like 1 core to an RP, I think it's kind of okay. They're gonna run into mid 1 here. They do manage to get the RP onto 2 with the Eclipse brought in. They'll quickly clean up these 2 heroes. Can they get more? Yeah, with the Doom onto the Brewmaster, that'll be a 3rd hero down. So just what Secret didn't want to have happen was give Abed a way back into this game through a good RP initiation. And they're set up to be able to do Roshan off of that.
Yeah, that's a dire ward doing work as well. That's a ward that's almost expiring, that's just out of sentry range. God damn, that is like a very unlucky sentry for Secret. That's why they were there, because they have full vision. They think they're strong. Yeah, sometimes a game of millimeters on the ward pays all the difference. It just sets up that smoke break for Abed to find a good RP. Now, Crystallis is invis here.
Interesting opportunity with Furon giving him the vision. Now, they've already picked up the Aegis, but there are some low health heroes, and they could surely clean some of this up as Raven maybe losing his Aegis right away, trying to get away thanks to the Decrepifying the heals. Tims will help him out. And swap back in. Still in trouble, trying to use the movement speed with Mask Madness, but the magic missile cuts him down, and he's going to come back in and probably just die in that time.
What a great read from Puppy here. Did so much damage in the pit with like Curse of the Old Growth off the Sprout in the pit, Atos on the Luna to keep her there even longer.
Damn, he actually got that shard early.
Look at the damage, almost 4,000 from this 5-position Furion with an Atos. That is ridiculous right there. That is like the dream team fight for a Furion, and maybe the nightmare of everybody who's played against this hero. So damn obnoxious.
Radiant's middle
Sick
tower
read
is
by
under
Secret to
attack.
take that fight, and they will punish Blacklist for their greed with that RP down. Feels like every time Abed is not there to set the fight up or makes lane happen, it just goes horribly wrong. That'll be the lane of Rax because, hey, that tower is dead. That glyph is gone from earlier.
Showing no mercy at the Dire's
It's like everything's
crazy,
just
yeah,
lining up.
That went from a situation where Blacklist, if they pick up that Aegis and are allowed to reset, then that's a 5-minute pause. Like, your Secret are probably not going to be able to break the base for a solid 5 minutes. Instead, it turns into opportunity for them to actually take a lane of barracks right away.
You just don't have Doom, you don't have RPE, you don't have Eclipse. And we're seeing how weak Blacklist teamfight is without these ultimates up right now. It's just not even close. Venge just overpowers these core-on-core matchups, right? Damage reduction, not insignificant.
Oh, missed out on that skewer. A little bit awkward there with the terrain. And as a result, Tim's and maybe even Carlo are going to be trolled. Raven's going to be the one who's going to be chased down by Crystallis. They're going to swap back on Abed as well. Yeah, they finish up the Luna. Now Abed is making a run from it from the base. He's trying to skewer the exact opposite direction, but he's going to be caught no matter where he skewers.
Just not enough fighting power right now. There's no help for Raven to stand his ground in the engagement, like outside of the Trine armor. The supports are getting jumped first. That's a disaster, right? If you're losing your Trine and Pugna at the start of the fight, that's your sustain. That's your help for Raven to sit there and be able to take the man fight. And again, this Octarine Midas build for Gabbi, it's just, you gotta find the morph. There it is.
Okay, you got him. The Morphling.
Yeah, he should. Actually, he's not gonna die.
Yeah, that's too much HP. I mean, at least they'll
really
get
sad.
a different kill out of it.
At least this Doom is getting down to low cooldown. That's the upside. It's under 100 seconds, 75 seconds for the cooldown right now. So as long as you can keep taking the fights where you break that Lincoln's, Doom the morph, in theory that fight is takeable. It's getting a bit harder because this Panda and Middle Primal are scaling pretty damn well here, but that's what your draft is designed to do. Anti-carry versus the Morphling and then let Raven go to town. I mean, to me, this game it's like coming down to Gabbi, right? Like, maybe you can hit the sick RP, but I think it's getting harder to do. And I think it really does come down to this Doom making his net worth felt in the fights. Finding the Morphling or the Panda, and going in and tanking spells, tanking damage to create the space for the RP or for the Luna to come in and clean up.
Dire's courier has been killed.
10,000 net worth lead with a lane of barracks. Secret very comfortable in this game because it's not like there's any rush here. I think they have to end it.
No, but there's something about Luna where it feels like the game goes late and Luna gets her items. Generally, she wins. His Morphling matchup is Panda can scale pretty well, but
I will say one thing about that: the Morphling can turn into the Luna, and if you have the shard,
that is true.
That's a pretty nice bonus for
it may be like
Morphling of all heroes.
I mean, you can also get Ags on Furion. Puppy's gonna have it in this game. You also have Ags finished on Yamich. So these two supports are gonna skew this carry matchup a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Like the wave of terror going through is no joke.
Yeah, if you include the damage reduction, if he gets the shard on Morphling and the damage reduction from the wave of terror,
it's a lot. So maybe that's just like you're happy going late with that alone. Just gonna split for the buildings. Why not? I think high ground is the spookiest for Secret, right? Because that's where Mag shot. Just start with like a harpoon skewer. Maybe swaps is a bit scary on that, but
which is where you probably want to wait for Roshan.
Yeah, so split won't really yield anything. Maybe that creates an opening for Blacklist to contest. If they're confident enough to smoke out and take the aggressive jump, they did finish up the BKB on Raven. So this is a point where I think if you're Raven with this BKB, you have to just go in with your other two cores, like pop the BKB and take that fight. It's not do or die, but your items are syncing up. You finished BKB on Doom as well. Like, this is where the greed is supposed to pay off. This next fight, get that debuff immunity to work wonders for you. I hope you have enough damage. There's no split still for 80, so if you can get the fight now, Doom is just walking in.
Tempted BKB goes off mid one, and Abed gonna be caught. Killed before anything else can go out. Carlos said as well. They managed to grab the Luna, so no physical damage coming out from her. In fact, she's going to make a run for it. Bada Betos, Manta managed to dodge some of that. The BKB is only going to last so long.
Boom,
Well, meanwhile, it looks like the Morphling is going to die to the Doom, but Boom is still going for it. Hurricane, again, a missed skewer, just really not working out.
with the
He
tick.
died to the Radiance tick.
Team, stop the Panda, please.
All of these heroes, but could not stop Boom from running down their carry.
Still, I think this is going to be a salvage team fight from Blacklist, but it costs them buybacks, right? That's Abed's buy.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if they got some of these extra heroes that are running away, but...
I mean, at least you get that Morphling kill. That's really big that Gabbi got it. Otherwise, I think you're losing objectives on them. So it gets evened out a bit.
Also, did I see that right? I feel like Yamich tried to deny him at some point.
Yeah, Morphling, you took a little bit of physical damage from the bench. Couple hits in there, 3.
The 3 hit?
Yeah, he hit him 3 times. So
wow.
Yamich, you know, says Crystallis, you shouldn't have gotten doomed. I'm gonna teach you a lesson, son. It was actually over a pretty long time too. It's over like 8 seconds.
I was like, am I seeing that right?
I always think that's Crystallis probably did.
Dire's courier has been killed.
It is funny if you end up still getting the W.
Yeah, that's true.
Which Secret is still on trajectory. That might have been a little bit of a speed bump in the road, but ultimately, the big objective, getting a second life on your Morphling so you can hit the high ground. That's how you're going to end this game. Getting a pick off now and again on Tim's.
Honestly,
just help boost your net worth.
Puppy has just decimated Tim's one-on-one.
Yeah.
Like it is overgrowth with the old growth plus the sprout on the Pugna who doesn't want to hold a quelling anymore. This is devastating for him. Made this matchup look really one-sided. Carlo on a really good obs right now, though.
So much vision,
but
but
you wish you could use it.
they can't capitalize on it.
Yeah, RP was on cooldown for 5 seconds there, so still, those are the types of positioning Secret need to be careful about. Like, okay, Pugna's dead, but Blacklist don't care about anything if you can land a big RP or you can land the big... They'll win the fight. Especially if the RP comes out before the overgrowth. That's kind of the dream, because you're going to RP multiple heroes, they're going to pop BKB out of it, and then you overgrowth. And that's the dream, because then the fight's really nice for Raven. But that sequencing, it's there if you can get the vision. That's the best thing Carlo can do, is just set the vision up for the team fight, particularly around objectives if you can get it.
Steal away Wisdom Rune doesn't hurt.
Oh. It's big, as we see the Ags completed for Puppy. So Puppy is still having a tremendous game here. He is ahead of mid one, in fact, worth chart. I don't know if that's good or bad, but something.
It's a thing.
Yeah, that is a Furion thing. Also a Puppy thing. The two combined. This Ags will do work. It's obnoxious for this lineup.
And they're going to get this second Roshan of the game totally uncontested. So Aegis and Cheese. Blacklist better be theory crafting, game planning. How this next fight's gonna go.
Suffered enough.
Aegis is a problem, because now your Doom Morphling when the fight is not on the table, right?
Yeah.
Your base defense is your best go-to now. You want to put a situation in there where you get a big Harpoon skewer back. You either kill somebody or maybe kill the Morph once, and then take the fight off that.
Yeah, maybe there's some sort of world where you skewer back Morphling and you doom him on that life,
Yeah,
and then
it's
you
just-
try and skewer him when he revives second time.
There's
So
this damn swap waiting for...
yeah, that's a good point. They do have the counterplay to the skewer, so
I think Yamich... This swap is really important in the fight. He needs to either bail the initiation out from Abed or start...
Dire
Or like
is scared of
put a
enemies.
core from Blacklist in a bad position where
Dire's
Crystallis can
middle
sit him
tower
down.
is under attack.
that was, I mean, great scan. Seeing the fact that Secret were making that move, but great idea by Secret to go for that in the first place. I mean, why even give them the chance to get that
Dire's
skewer?
structures are fortified.
Doesn't work out though. They're gonna have to go through this base and these buildings the hard way.
Right, Shiva's done for Gabbi. I mean,
Okay,
you
there's the
farmed all
skewer
game.
back. No
That's a good
swap
one.
just yet, and they got it for free.
Look at the clump.
Immediate RP quick use on a mid one. They're clumped up as well. They're going to be able to come back from Crystallis. Gabbi trying to chase after him, but thinking all these other heroes that really letting the Morphling get away is not a problem at all.
You can't commit with the Bruce Split there. Those scores are down. The swap did not bail anybody out.
Damage got to be faster on that.
You get Crystallis out, I guess, but it doesn't. Like, mid one went in with the blink. Just got RP'd.
I mean, getting Crystallis out only does so much when Doom is still up.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you bailed out your Aegis carrier. So, like, congrats, right? That was your high ground siege. That's a tough siege, and that was also Arcane
Middle tower is under attack.
RP. So this RP is up again in less than 40 seconds here for Hobbit. That's damn nice. You can take another fight of this, even aggressive if you want, because you still have Doom. You have bots on Gabbi. He can join this type of fight. This is where this game becomes scary for Secret. Like, you've got a lot of momentum, you have a lot of net worth, your supports are pretty powerful, but Magnus is just hard to end the game against. And if you don't, sometimes just take over these late games. Very hard hero to team fight again.
And he's going for Neither Lens too, so he's really playing to maximize that high ground defense.
Tower ain't looking too steady.
Why not? Believe in the Doom scale here. No downside. I think you almost have to, like, pre-split these fights. Like, send Brulings in. You do have the level 20 talent now for Boom. That helps a lot. But you have the Octarine build. You have lower cooldown split. You can send Wind Panda in, send the Earth Panda in, start hitting a building, toss somebody up. Then someone isn't just getting skewered into a bad position at the start of the fight. I feel like that's the better route to go. I think them just showing the Morphin like that was giving Blacklist the type of fight they wanted. I guess you can also just farm Puppy into another core. Puppy's ever sad to do that.
Yeah, he's definitely trying. He's still keeping up with mid-bon net worth.
Trying to farm the Lincolns, simply to throw it on Stallis here, help him out versus the... I mean, I wonder if we're going to see Gabbi go for this Ag. I feel like it'd be the next step up here, right?
Sure.
Prevent any sort of shenanigans. Also, I mean, I guess the Ags is a lot worse versus this Venge lineup, though. Maybe you almost don't.
Yeah, the big appeal is keeping the non-healing on Morphling,
yeah, exactly.
And if he gets swapped out of that, really bad.
So maybe it's just not.
Maybe better just build like Refresher or something.
Yeah, Refresher's probably gonna be the go-to. Play mid. With this Silver Edge on the Morph to maybe scout things out.
Radiant are scanning for
Swap it.
enemies.
Good scan reads by both teams here in a lot of these situations.
I mean, there's no way Secret want to go into this high
Dire's
ground.
middle barracks could use a burn.
That just gives Abed a free fight.
5.
Your biggest goal should be to not give this Magnus a free play right now. And this is one way you can do it. Like, send the treants in, let them do the dirty work. Send the illusions in. You just see something. Force Blacklist back on the map. You can play for another Aegis here. I almost feel like that's what you should do, because I don't think going high ground without an Aegis sounds that appealing. Just sounds really hard.
All right, well, take a breather then. I mean, I don't think it's really a problem for Secret. I see the looming threat of Magnus and such, but I mean, Blacklist might slip up and give you a pick off somewhere that does allow you to go high ground. If not, play for that Roshan. It's never a problem. Maybe get an Aghanim Scepter for free for somebody. Scale up still on mid one. And everybody scales on the side of Secret somewhat decent. The Brewmaster is maybe going to fall off the most. Doomman's going to pick off here on mid one. The BKB immediately got the Doom out onto the Brewmaster as well. A swap is going to be used for the damage resistance. Mid one's still going to be in trouble. He got off the cheese just in time. 100 HP left, but he saves himself with just a push of a button. Don't get a kill out of that one.
Yeah.
Does Secret feel bold enough to hit high ground while that Doom is on cooldown?
Surprised they got out of there. I mean, Abed could have committed the RP onto the Primal, but he wanted to be patient with it and hold it for Crystallis committing into the fight, which you can't blame him. Again, the sequencing there for Blacklist, that's what they're looking for. Commit a skewer back or Doom on a couple targets, hold the overgrowth for the BKBs. They're looking for the catch, but get it here. Downside for Secret is, like, these ults are becoming really low cooldown. That Doom is up again in 40 seconds here. getting harder to bait out these ults and then get something off the map.
Dire's middle barracks
You kind of just have to win the fight.
looks like it.
So it'll be a cheese for some cooldowns. Could smoke and look to try and take advantage of the small window there.
Not really finding anything immediately from Blacklist side. May just head to the map here as Roshan's going to be spawning in a minute 15.
Dire's putting up a
BKB
barricade.
for the Morphling would definitely help things quite a bit.
Seeker's just tanking up. They are just building the HP on these heroes. Another high ground ward from Blacklist, and another great Doom.
Again, swap back out though, but Ahmed is there on the other side. Grab by mid one before he can get off a good RP. Still has a chance though. Managed to skewer them together. Now hits that RP. Crystallis is here on the side though, and he's challenging this Luna. Raven's going to be in some trouble when mid one is still running rampant through many of these heroes. Raven's on the run. Gabbi has to run out from mid one, and with this BKB is going to trample down this Doom. They clean up Tim's as well. That fight did not go the way that Blacklist hoped on the start of it.
They abandoned it because of Boom buyback here, and also their base is getting destroyed by Treants right now. They're going to run the Pandas in. This is a lot of summons to deal with.
Barracks has fallen.
Raven just couldn't win the man fight. He got sprouted. He could not fight this Morphling on the side. No Doom on the Morph means Crystallis is a free fight. And
And
suddenly,
Puppy going in deep here.
yeah, you're losing your base. I mean, this is just space for the summons to go to work.
How are they just going to all in on it? It's looking like it. Only have a little bit more damage left, and yeah, that's going to be Megas before Blacklist can even put up a defense.
Something about these games, like Blacklist just keep getting mega, even though they're not necessarily losing the fights that bad. Ults on cooldown prevents them from mustering the defense, and now you're just going to linger around. RP still on cooldown for 60 seconds. No Doom for 30. Crystallis is not afraid of anything here with a swap behind him. It's coming down to Raven in this Eclipse. Got to be one hell of an Eclipse here.
Trying to break through that Lincolns, give Abed an opening here. But
actually gonna
Secret,
back.
they call it with the Doom coming up soon and then being so close to the fountain.
Yeah, why
No.
risk it when you have Megas and you can just get another Aegis, right?
Yeah. You got Roshan to take, Tormentor to grab. Lots of freebies all around.
And that fight just got really displaced for Blacklist. Like the Doom and the Mag are chasing down this doomed Panda. Get that kill, but on the backside, your Raven Luna just
Radiant
gets
are
stuck in
scanning for
Sprout
enemies.
and can't join the other two cores. Really hurt them. And that was a high ground ward, so Blacklist saw
Dire's
everything
middle
for that.
tower is under attack.
I mean, you know, it was just a really good play by Puppy to use Sprout.
Yeah,
And just not have any counterplay available for heroes because they're running out of inventory slots and can't afford to have a Quelling Blade anymore. It's really great stuff. That's a cool ability. Love it.
Puppy did own them there. I know you're being a little sarcastic, but like, he is actually destroying them. In this
He
fight.
is destroying this game.
Yeah, he's played this
I won't
game.
let my
this
hatred
game
of
very
Nature's
well.
Prophet blind me.
I feel like he's bought all the right items. He's made use of all those items in all the fight. He had that sick fight on the Roche Pit. It was basically like a 2v5 that turned a lot of this game.
Yep.
He had the sick laning phase where he won top for Boom super hard, and that's the reason the Panda has just been out in front the whole time. And he's had massive impact in all these fights.
And now he's
Zagging
level
himself
20.
there, even as a Hex.
He
yeah,
even
now
has
he
a
gets his choice.
disable.
I mean, honestly, you might take this Sprout miss chance for the Luna. Just Perma Sprout Raven, what can he do?
Yeah.
There's no way to get him out, and
He does take it.
miss. Yeah, I don't blame him, dude. He knows his job. This is one of those games where I think it's actually just a straight better talent, which is disgusting to think about that he has good level 20 talents.
Glad I never messed up that
Man, Puppy's
bad.
cruising.
Some would say broken.
Absolutely cruising. He has been.
Some
a
would
huge-
say that giving a hero that historically has never had a disable, a free disable of some, maybe ramps up the hero too.
Dota's an evolving game.
My waters rise.
I think we should.
I'm stuck in the goddamn prison.
To be disintegrated.
Furion is broken. 31-16, 27,000 net worth lead for Team Secret. They are just about to put themselves over Blacklist in the rankings for this group stage. And perhaps secure themselves a spot in the playoffs depending on their series tomorrow.
These Pandas are just doing the work.
Yeah, Raven's already at half health. The Overgrowth goes out, but they have plenty of things to be able to deal with it. BKB's Manta's all going out. A Doom being put onto the Primal Beast, probably the last hero you wanted to Doom in this situation. Gabbi will walk away in shame, and their Roan is going to be exposed here. Skewer back, grouping up some heroes, but again, without their carry, there's not a whole lot of damage, even if they did hit a 5-man RP.
Yeah, it's probably an impossible fight, but even so, like, Raven bought out for Daedalus, just dies without getting anything off. Rough day for Blacklist, man. After a very strong day one, they can't find a single win on game two. In a variety of drafts, a variety of play styles, just nothing really working for them. And Secret continue to show that, like, okay, they've had some rough games, right? But I feel like the games where they're clipped